I'm going to introduce our friend Lorraine in a moment. Lorraine has had a life experience, I suppose, that has brought her to a point where she is very aware and building awareness around athletes and mental health and I suppose the impacts that can have on them.
Hi, my name's Lorraine Denman and I'm here today to talk about how fitness and sport can help with mental health. I know this is really relevant at the moment because there is so much that we're all trying to deal with in our inner selves, and I truly believe that sport, exercise, nutrition and well-being plays a major part to how we can feel to make ourselves feel better. I've been thrown into this world of mental health because I had a daughter by the name of Ellie who unfortunately took her life 2 years ago. But she was an incredible sportswoman, and I believe that with her struggles she may have ended her life sooner if she didn't have sport to fall back on. So for me, moving forward, after the loss of her, I decided to stay within the fitness environment. It's something I couldn't really deal with at first because actually the whole world felt like it had come to a standstill. I was emotionally traumatised, there was so much going on. So what I decided to do is I went to my gym at that particular time, and there was a group of girls that helped me. And I just sat in the gym environment. I found myself just being there and being in a safe space and in a controlled area that I could contain my emotions. So after a period of time, I decided to get back into training and even looking forward to maybe even competing again. But if it wasn't for the fitness industry, I probably wouldn't have come this far, to be honest. So I hope that if you're watching this video, those out there that have got their struggles behind the scenes would hopefully, instead of going to therapy, counselling, taking medication, I believe that fitness and exercise is the way forward to help with mental health cases. Yeah, it gives me a sense of control over my emotions. It makes me feel that I can forget things that are going on a day-to-day basis. Normally my head can get jumbled with emotions, sadness, why did this happen, how am I going to move forward, because every day seems like a struggle. But when I go into the gym, when I have that support network, people around me, the social side of things, structure, I think the structure of food, diet, exercising has actually helped me structure my day. So that's something that I can look forward to and build my self-worth again, you know, my confidence. So yeah, it's helped massively. Okay, so my daughter, well, a foundation was created pretty much on the day that she died. This was public driven. It was something that I couldn't actually come to terms with because I just lost her in such a traumatic way, and why all of a sudden these people deciding to give money. But I think that people deal with grief and shock in such different ways, and I think that they felt that by starting a foundation and helping other athletes, it was going to help other young women or young adults to help in their sporting achievements. So the foundation was founded back in 2018, and it's now still going, and we're in 2020. There has been great success with it. You know, we've got 6 athletes now that are being sponsored from the age of about 12 up to 20, one of which is actually moving forward, and she was actually picked to represent the Team GB Youth Olympics as well. Is one of Ellie's best friends, and she's still being looked after by the foundation because she herself had struggles both mentally and financially. So we feel that at least if there's something that we can do, it's to put back to one person. So the foundation is still growing. I think all the time that the public trust in what you're trying to achieve and what you're helping with, I think that ultimately it will be as long as people need help. You know, I think it's like anything. I think the way the world is at the moment and the way that mental health has become so prevalent, I believe that people are now finding themselves genuinely wanting to help other people. So it's like a natural progression. I hope it continues. I hope it continues for as long as it does. I mean, I don't know how long is a piece of string, realistically. All the time that Ellie's legacy is alive, that keeps me going, I know that for sure. And also, you know, family members and her dad and her stepdad and so on. So I hope it goes on for my lifetime anyway. So shortly after Ellie's passing, somebody by the name of Dan approached me to help me with his charity, and he'd organised a seminar. So it was all to do with areweok.co.uk, and my hashtag is "It's okay not to be okay," and that is something that, again, I'm really passionate about, and allowing people to not be okay. You know, it's so important that people have a voice and that people want to express themselves and they're not too scared to do that. I think there's a lot of pressure around social media, peer pressure, sponsorship deals, you know, that sort of thing. So moving forward, I did attend this charity event last year and it was really successful. So that's given me the idea to hold a seminar next year, something of the same, again with sports and fitness. Maybe we can arrange for certain speakers to come down and let us know about their own personal experiences around mental health and how exercise has helped them move forward. Because I know that there's many people out there that have approached me since losing Ellie that actually, you know, even come up to me in the gym and they say to me, "Lorraine, thank you for speaking out. Thank you for voicing what other people struggle with, and thank you for sharing your story," because we struggle as well, and often we use sport as our shield, something that we need to hide behind, and it's the way that they deal with their own personal battles on a daily basis. So I think if we can organise something next year, I believe with the help of Time for Nutrition, we can actually make this not a vision, but a reality. You know, men that have come up to me, and again, they have thanked me. Somebody approached me in the gym a few months ago, and again said to me, "Thank you so much for speaking out." I did an interview with BBC Breakfast, and again, it was out there. So he'd heard that, and his cousin suffers with mental health problems, and because of what I'd said, I can't quite remember now because you know what these things are like, you go a little bit blank, it actually helped him to make life-changing changes and decisions that he didn't want to go forward in the path that he was taking, which was going to cause him stress and anxiety and uncertainty about his future. He decided to take control of that, and now he's doing something else within the same field, but something that's not going to cause him all that anxiety and concern and worry, financial worry, you know, is he going to do well in that particular sport? So again, that was a breakthrough. That was a breakthrough that somebody had come up to me, and it was a man, you know. Men have approached me, hopefully because I'm quite easygoing and I'm easy to talk to, but there's somebody else in my gym environment that his son isn't doing too well. And he said to me, if you're moving forward with these seminars, he said, "I'm going to make sure that my son comes." He said, because again, you're opening up something that's allowing people to kind of feel what other people are feeling. So men suffer badly, and they use the weight environment, weights, training, bit of bravado, look at me, you know, I can do this. Again, I think it's something they can control and be in control of their emotions. But think deep down there's a lot more that's going on and they're just not addressing it or being able to address it. So yeah, so offering any form of help to anybody, it doesn't have to be men or women, young or old. I just think that everybody can benefit from having somebody to talk to and maybe share their stories or feel that they're not alone.
Do you find some sense of fulfillment through what you're doing?
Absolutely, 100%, if not 150%, 200%. If I feel that I can make a change to anybody, and that sounds cliche when you hear these interviews, you know, people say, you know, if I can help anybody, it truly does make you feel like that, because I do not want anybody to experience what I've experienced in my lifetime. My life is now without Ellie moving forward, and I believe that every day I'm closer to her. So I've sort of spun it on its head. So instead of every day I miss her, every day is a day closer to me being with her again. But in the meantime, I've got a duty of care, and my duty of care is to help people understand themselves better, come to terms with how they're feeling. And if I can help that in any way, through fitness, through sport, through interviews, through writing things down, then I'm all up for it. You know, just keep it going, because it keeps me going. It's what's keeping me alive. Sounds a bit melodramatic, but that is the absolute truth of it.